As good enough a place to start as any. Hi. When you say Long Scout, do you mean the one from the video with the Metroid music over it? I do like that Long Scout. That's a old TF2 classic. The Odd Scout, thank you. That's who that is. I love the Odd Scout. Hang on. I'll just show you him. Hang on a second. This will be a good test to see if my everything is working. You mean this guy, right? Love that guy. Anyway, so what we're doing today, so I was actually, hey, don't autoplay. So I was actually going to stream something else today, but I was like, I have to clean my room. I'm gonna play Pathfinder later today. I don't really think I have time today to do it. And then I found something that like delighted me so much. I was like, oh fuck, I have to stream this immediately. So that's what we're going to do instead. A little background, that I can talk about now that I'm 99.99 repeating % sure I'm never going to work for them again. I used to work for Jimmy John's for like 4 years total between a bunch of different stores. It was a good time. I pretty much, the only reason I left was because the specific store I was working at was just having a lot of like problems with hiring people, and it got super stressful. But anyway, but the job was fine overall. First of all, I should also mention I was doing delivery. I'm not just like in-house work. But if you do delivery for Jimmy John's, 9 times out of 10, you are also just functionally an in-shop employee. So I pretty much, I did all the whole hullabaloo. Anyway, so earlier today, in our Discord, we were talking about like restaurant POS services. That's a point of sale service, or like the interface that you use to take an order on a thing. And I was looking up the Jimmy John's POS because I wanted to show a picture of it. Piece of shit service. You're right. Hang on, have to allow that. And while I was looking something up, I was delighted and intrigued by something that I saw. And it turned out to be exactly what I was hoping it was. It is the website of Mike V. Roy, who seems to be like a multimedia designer, communications person. He has a number of like kind of interactive e-learning sorts of things done with various corporations. But most importantly, he made a Jimmy John's point of sale simulator. And I was like, what the fuck? Really? I'd never heard of this. This had never been used while I was there, and judging by the description, this was probably made like 3 years ago, maybe? Probably like 4 years ago, just as a rough estimate. And I tried one of them, and I was like, I have to stream this. I have to stream this, not only because I think it'll be funny, but because I am like, I bet I can ace every single fucking one of these. It's like a Flash. It feels like a Flash game in terms of like interactivity, or like it's probably like HTML5 or something. Actually, it's made with Articulate Storyline, which I've never heard of ever. I don't know what that means, but it feels like a Flash program. So how it works is like it plays like voice lines from the employee and the customer, and you have to click the right thing on the interface. So let's try it. Let's do it. I did one already, but I didn't want to spoil the rest of them. I could probably crop this a little better now that I'm looking at it.
Before we begin, remember to always review the receipt and the order to make sure they got their free item or discount. And thank them for being one of our valued members.
It's true.
Select a photo to take the customer's order.
Let me know if the audio is good. It's pretty much just going to be like pre-recorded voice lines. All right, so there's difficulties. There's a whole bunch of... This is why the stream's not going to take very long. I don't think it's going to be any longer than an hour. I have to include piece of shit service again, or I have to allow piece of shit service again. Anyway, I bet... Okay, I have a feeling this is going to be a fucking cakewalk for me. But let's replay the first one. I did this one already, but let's just do it just for... I think the audio might be low. Let me check.
Welcome to Jimmy John's. What can I get for you?
Hey there. I'd like a turkey tom.
Easy.
That's a turkey tom on 8-inch or 16-inch.
I'm getting like...
Wheat or unwitched?
I'm getting like...
Just the regular size French.
I'm getting fucked up because like I'm used to like customers saying their order and I have to be like 10 steps ahead of them. I know, game.
Would you like cheese on that?
Yes, please. I would also like some barbecue chips, please.
Easy.
Is there anything else I can get you? How about a drink?
No, thanks. That's everything.
Okay. Are you a Freaky Fast Rewards member?
Oh, yeah. I think I...
Great. Enter your phone number into the pin pad.
Okay.
Nice. I see you have a free sandwich reward. Do you want to redeem that today?
Yes.
Easy.
Okay. After applying your reward to the turkey tom, your total is $1.59 for the extra cheese and barbecue chips. Card or cash?
Awesome. Cash, please. Here's $1.59.
Exact change? You shouldn't have.
Your sandwich will be ready at the end of the counter. Have a great day.
Easy.
Pro tip.
Easy every time.
Please review the receipt and the order to make sure they got their free item or discount.
You have to...
And thank them for being one of our valued members.
Yeah, that guy, like, honestly, that guy, that's a real guy that shows up. Like, that was, like, totally acted out, but that's totally a real person. They just walk in. They've probably been to a Jimmy John's, like, once, and they're just like, I got this last time. That'd be good. And then, like, you just, like, you have the lead. You're like, would you like this? No. Would you like this? Okay, cool. You have a free this. Would you like to use it? Oh, yeah, sure. That sounds great. Like, you know, it's like a lot of, that's totally accurate. That may seem silly to someone else, but that is actually a totally accurate depiction of a Jimmy John's customer. Ah, God, you guys, I can't keep allowing the word piece of shit. I have to allow every iteration of the word piece of shit. You've completed this piece of shit scenario. All right. Let's see what's next.
May I take your order?
How to play. Listen. Decide what the customer... Oh,
welcome to Jimmy John's.
I'll never know
what can
now.
I get for you?
Could I get a number 13, please?
13 easy favorites.
Would you like 8-inch or 16-inch French, wheat, or unwich?
Just the regular 8-inch, please.
Got it.
Can I have lettuce on that, please?
Sure.
Yes.
Add lettuce.
You do
Also,
add lettuce to this
no
one.
pickles,
That's true.
please.
No pickle.
Got it.
There we go.
Can you cut that in half for me?
Sure thing.
It already comes
No
cut in half. It already comes cut in half.
Anything else I can get for you?
A side of
This is
chicken
wrong.
ranch, please.
Oh, side of ranch? What? Okay, here you go.
What about a dessert today? We have great cookies. Oatmeal raisin
Little
or chocolate chip.
chip cookies. Like a different
Chocolate chip
font.
sounds good. I'll have one of those.
Great. How about a drink today?
Why is it?
No thanks.
Oh,
I
it's
think
because
that's it for me.
they're like chocolate chunk
You got
cookies.
it. Are you a Freaky Fast Rewards member?
I don't know why they had edited
No,
in
I'm
chip.
not.
You can earn a free sandwich for signing up after your first purchase using Freaky Fast Rewards. You can sign up on the app or at jimmyjohns.com/rewards or using the QR code right here.
You want to be a freak?
Okay. I'll sign up for that later. But not right now.
Okay, you got a Jimmy Cubano cut in half. Add lettuce and no pickles, a side of kickin' ranch, and a chocolate chip cookie. Your total is $9.55. Cash or card today?
Card, please.
Easy.
You are good.
Easy.
Just a second to process. Okay, your sandwich will be ready to go at the end of the counter. Have a great day.
It's like
Great,
second nature to
thanks.
me.
Pro tip. Ask if they like add-ons or sides like pickles, chips, cookies, drinks, or kickin' ranch.
I never did that. I fucking never did that. My boss always tried to get me to do it, and I never did. That was you're like supposed to upsell everything, but or you're supposed to upsell cheese and avocado because that's the ones you can charge them for. Everything else is free. This isn't leaked job training. This is on someone made this like for the company that bought Jimmy John's as like a training thing. I don't know, but it's on his website as like his portfolio piece. So we have access to it. Either way, that was an easy one. Did I work at this exact chain? So Jimmy John's is it is both a corporate chain and franchisable. I worked at like 2 different franchises of it, and every Jimmy John's is the same, like across the country. You could, if you're familiar with a Jimmy John's, you can walk into any other Jimmy John's and know exactly what's going on. It's very sensible. I say sensible. The friend who worked at Jimmy John's, he said that one time someone asked for pickles on the sandwich and his boss threw the sandwich out because we don't do that. What the hell? We do that. Why is that's bizarre? I say we. I'm not at Jimmy John's anymore. They do that. Very strange. The link for this, hang on, I'll just put it in chat. Baba Booey. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, last easy one. Let's see what this guy throws at us.
Your order?
See what's waiting for us.
I want a Club Lulu on wheat.
Got it. Easy.
I got a Would you like cheese?
Yes, I would love cheese on that.
Wheat.
And you want that on
Where's
wheat
wheat?
bread? What else?
He said wheat bread. I don't need it repeated.
Tomatoes.
Extra tomato.
Can
Easy.
I get easy mayo on that?
Easy mayo. Easy.
Would you like to add chips or a drink?
I'll get some thinny chips.
Okay, that's a Club Lulu on wheat, add cheese, extra tomato, and easy mayo, and a bag of thinny chips. Your total is $8.95.
Perfect. Thanks.
Are you a rewards member?
Yes, I am.
Oh, there's definitely going to be some tech of like cancel that. I need to do this instead. I'm ready.
Your phone number into the pin pad.
I guarantee I can ace every one of these.
Great. You earned a free 8-inch favorite. Do you want to redeem that today?
Yeah, that sounds great.
That sounds great.
Will this be card or cash today?
Why did it not go through?
Credit, please.
What? It didn't go through.
Go ahead and tap to insert.
It should have redacted. Okay, whatever. So why did that happen? Was that wrong? Was I supposed to was I supposed to know to go back?
Have a great day.
Or did they fuck up? No, it was fine. They just fucked up.
Always review the receipt and the order to make sure.
Sorry if what is the easy distinction for toppings?
Thank them for being one of our valued
So it's actually very specific for every single thing. Like actually like the hardest part about working at like getting a job at a Jimmy John's is that you have to learn like the entire menu. They test you on it like as soon as you get hired pretty much. And then you need to know, here's the thing. There's like very specific written doctrine as to what regular tomato, easy tomato, and extra tomato is like. Not everyone abides by it. You're probably going to go to a Jimmy John's and they're not going to pay that much attention to it. But like, it's literally like, okay, easy, like regular tomato, because they use Roma tomatoes, so they're usually about the same size. So it's like regular tomatoes is about 3 to 5 tomatoes. And they have to, there's like a 1/2 inch between each one of them as you lay them out on the sandwich. They also change the amount of mayo like every year. They changed when I first got a job there, it was like extra mayo was like 1 heaping spoonful, like 1 spoonful and then another 1/2 of a spoonful. And then a couple years later when I started working at a different store, extra mayo was like 1 heaping spoonful, which seems less accurate to me, but you know, whatever, I'm not in charge. But like, yeah, so like when they say easy tomato, that is actually like you usually like wing it, or you don't wing it. You develop like a sense for what easy mayo looks like. If I get like really small tomatoes, then you can put like 2 or 3 and that counts as easy. But if you have really, really big tomatoes, then you can like cut 1 in half and put it across. I don't think that's kosher by corporate standards, but it's what I used to do because that's just sensible. Anyway, let's see what awaits us in medium.
What can I get for you?
I'm ready.
Welcome to Jimmy John's. What can I get for you?
I'd like a giant number 2.
Giant 2, got it.
That's a Big John number 2 on 16-inch French?
Right.
Would you like cheese on that?
Yeah, with cheese. And I'd like to add Jimmy mustard to that.
You got it.
You got it.
Get the sandwich cut in half and wrapped separately, please.
Absolutely.
Oh, I wonder how they want you to do this.
And you would like 2 halves wrapped separately?
Yeah, that's right.
I will add a special instruction.
Okay, yeah, they do want you to do special instruction. What?
Wrap separately. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
They do it for me.
Can I get you anything else today?
That is how you do it, actually.
I'd like a $25 gift card, please.
Oh, God. Gift card. Haven't thought about that in a while. MISC. Oh, catering. What? Oh, it's up at the top. I forgot. That's on me. Issue.
$25?
$25. Validate.
Would you like a drink or a bag of chips with that?
That'll be it.
Pay.
Are you a rewards member?
Yes, I am.
Great. Enter your phone number into the pin pad.
I actually forgot there was a dedicated gift card button up there. I thought it was under catering, but I was wrong.
Okay. Got it. Sorry. You have no rewards right now.
Can you imagine
You've
if...
got this purchase logged in for your points, so you might have an extra reward next time you come in.
Can you imagine if someone said that to you like every single time
Okay.
you had a rewards thing? Like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't have any rewards today.
Cheese and Jimmy mustard.
I'm sorry.
Your total is $38.61. Cash or card today.
Card, please.
Easy.
You can insert or tap your card when the green light goes on.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a second to process. Okay, your sandwich will be ready to go at the end of the counter. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks. You have a nice day, too.
Easy.
Pro tip. Always verify the money was loaded onto the gift card after the payment was processed and the order complete by using the check balance button.
Oh, that's true. You could do that. I don't think I ever did that. The thing confirms when the card gets money on it anyway. You don't really need to do that, but you can. It's giving you Domino's PTSD. Yeah, I'm sure that if you've worked a customer service job, this is just giving you PTSD. But these are like easy cases. Like we haven't gotten to hard yet. Maybe it will get harder. We'll see.
May I help you?
All right, let's see what's next.
Welcome to Jimmy John's. What can I get for you?
I'd like a number 4.
Would you like 8-inch or 16-inch French, wheat, or an unwich?
Unwich, please.
Turkey Tom.
Would you like cheese?
No cheese.
That's an unwich.
Can I get extra turkey on that?
Sure.
Add turkey.
No mayonnaise, please. No tomatoes, please.
Easy.
I'd like onions on that.
Easy.
What else would you like on your unwich?
I want
Thank you,
easy
Anthony.
Sauce.
Oh, shit. What did she say? Add sauce? Easy sauce? Easy sauce.
I want easy peppers, too.
Easy
Okay,
peppers.
easy sauce.
I'd like extra pickles and herbs.
There's a mouse in there.
Okay.
Extra pickles, extra oregano.
Would you like anything else? A drink or a cookie?
Yes, I would like a pickle quartered, and that will be everything.
You got it, ma'am.
Are you a Freaky Fast Rewards member?
Yes.
Just type your phone number into the pin pad.
Yeah, an unwich is a lettuce wrap. It's like you just like get
I
like
entered my phone number.
two
Sorry, you
sheets.
have no rewards to redeem
Oh,
right
I'm so
now.
sorry.
We
You have
got
no
this
rewards.
purchase logged in for your points, so maybe next time you'll have a reward.
You get like two shells of iceberg lettuce,
You
and
ordered
you
a turkey
put everything
Tom
in there.
unwich with extra turkey, no mayo, no tomatoes, add onions with easy sauce, easy peppers, extra pickles and oregano, and lastly, a pickle quartered. Your total comes to $12.22. Does that sound right? Cash or credit?
Does that sound right?
Credit.
Don't ask them that.
Tap or insert your card when the green light goes on.
Jimmy John's is fucking expensive. If I asked someone that, they'd be
Your
like,
sandwich
"No,
is ready
that
to
sounds
go at
like
the
too
end of
much
the counter.
money.
Have a great day.
Fuck off."
Great. Thanks.
Pro tip.
Easy.
When you send the ticket down the line, call out all the mods for more complex orders to help the make line get it right the first time.
Ideally, where'd he go? Ideally, the bread starter's already listening to what the customer is saying, and then they are telling the rest of the line while you are taking the order. The onus is usually not on the person at the register. It depends on how busy it is, though. If it's like really busy, then the bread starter is the one who's probably taking the charge, unless they have a bunch of orders already going through. But then if they have a bunch of orders already going through and you're trying to tell them what the customer at the register is currently wanting, then you might be overloading them to begin with. So, is Jimmy John's like a step above Subway? Jimmy John's is different from Subway, and it's a common problem that we get people expecting Jimmy John's to be Subway. I keep saying we. It's past tense. I haven't worked there for years. So like Subway is like you just wander in, you choose your bread, you kind of point out everything you want. Jimmy John's is like ordering like a hamburger at McDonald's. You don't like look and like, oh, could you put this on that? Could you put like, it's like, okay, you want a number 4. If you order a number 4 at Jimmy John's, that is 8-inch fresh bread with mayo, tomato, lettuce, and turkey on it. You can add or remove stuff and stuff like that, but you can't like look over the cold table and be like, oh, I want that. So that's the main difference. The other difference is Jimmy John's is only cold cuts. There's no like toasting or anything like that, which is a big difference. The number of times I've had to explain to people like, oh, sorry, we don't toast sandwiches here, because a huge amount of the floor plan of a Jimmy John's is made for baking their own bread in the shop, which is like one of the main advantages of going to a Jimmy John's theoretically. Very office guy lunch. That's a good way of putting it. Apparently they do have soup. Or maybe they don't have soup. They have like salads or something like that. They got bought by whatever the company is, Inspire. The same huge company that owns like Arby's and Buffalo Wild Wings and shit like that. They own Jimmy John's now since like 2019. And since then they've like started adding more stuff, which is funny since prior to that, there was always like we can't add any more stuff. Like we can't serve salads and shit like that. Like we don't have room in the store for salads and other things like that. And then after they got bought, it's like, hey, we're serving salads now and shit like that. It's like, okay, guess that didn't matter. Yeah, getting Slims from Jimmy John's is good. I miss the Frenchies. They don't serve those anymore. But it was like, it's that. It's the capicola salami and cheese, but it's in like a really thin long bread, and it's just like super easy to eat, and those are so good. And they stopped serving them for God knows what reason. All right, what do you want?
What can I get you?
They hated making them. It's not that hard. It's not that. I don't know who's bitching about making Frenchies. It wasn't that hard. It was more work than a normal sandwich, but it's not that hard.
What can I get for you?
Okay.
I'd like a number 12 sandwich.
You want the Beach Club number 12, right?
Yeah, the Beach Club, please. And may I have that on wheat bread?
What else can I get you?
I want the avocado, but I'd like it on the side instead of on the sandwich.
Okay.
Okay, avocado on the side.
Well, first of all, you put no avocado. What the fuck? Oh, special instructions. What?
Avocado on
There's
the
a
side.
side button. There's literally a side button.
Yes. What flavor would you like? We have regular, barbecue, jalapeno, salt and vinegar, and thinny.
Just regular chips, thanks.
I love how disgruntled this guy sounds.
Can I get you a drink or a cookie with that?
No, that's all, thanks.
Are you a rewards member?
Yes.
Please enter your phone number.
Usually if you do that, you put... Okay, I'm like... this.
Sorry, you have no rewards to redeem right now. But your points for this person...
I'm so fucking
You
sorry.
got a Beach Club on wheat bread with avo on the side and regular chips. Your total today is $8.43.
I'd like to use a gift card.
Gift card. Easy.
Just a moment to process. Your sandwich will be ready soon. You can pick it up at the end of the counter. Thank you.
Okay,
Have a great day.
so this shows like a difference
Thanks.
in... I guess like logistics of how you want to do this, because if you have avocado on the side, then you don't want them to put avocado on the sandwich. So what you'd usually do, if they want a side of something, you'd say no topping, side topping, so they know don't put any on the sandwich, just put it on the side. But avocado is a charge. So if you wanted to put a side of so in that case, this is probably the right move, because if you wanted a side of avocado, it would probably ask you to charge for that instead of make this distinction. So I think that actually was the right move. I was being silly. Anyway.
Pro tip. Let your rewards members know they're on their way to their next reward soon, even if they don't have one right now.
It should have a free smells sign. You're getting the real insider info. You can remember this anytime you go to a Jimmy John's. All right, last medium.
How may
These
I
have been
help
pretty easy so far. I don't know what metric they're about. I don't know like what skill level of employee this is for, right?
Welcome to Jimmy John's. What can I get for you?
Hi. I want to order 3 box lunches.
Oh, catering. Okay.
What would you like in the first box lunch?
I want a slim number 1.
Got
What
it.
chips would you like with the slim number 1?
Barbecue chips.
Haven't needed
That
to do
comes
this in
with
a
a cookie.
while.
I'll take a chocolate chip cookie.
And how about that second box lunch? And how about that second box lunch?
A slim number 2 for the second box?
Would you like cheese?
No thanks.
What chips would you like?
I'll take the regular chips.
What type of cookie?
I'll take another chocolate chip cookie.
What sandwich would you like in the last box lunch?
I want a slim number 6.
That's a slim number 6. What flavor chips would you like with that?
Barbecue chips.
What cookie would you like in this box?
Make that a chocolate chip like the others.
So this is chocolate chunk cookie. I don't know why they keep changing it to chocolate chip like this, but I love how they keep editing it. It's so funny.
Would you like anything else
Chocolate
with those box
chips.
lunches?
No, that's everything. Thanks.
That's 3 box lunches. Your total comes to $28.82. Are you a Freaky Fast Rewards member?
No, I'm not.
You can earn a free sandwich for signing up after your first purchase using Freaky Fast Rewards.
Oh, that's good to know. I don't have time to sign up right now. Maybe next time.
The shit
Okay, no problem.
People
If
would-
you change your mind, you can always go online or use the JJ app to sign up.
the owner
Thanks.
at one of the other stores I used to work at would actually have people sign up for it in line because there was a pretty easy way of doing
got
it. You just
Will
text
that
a
be
line.
Cash or card today?
Hang on.
I'd like to pay with a gift card.
Easy.
Just a moment to process.
You would like text
Your
a
sandwich will be
number
ready soon.
with your
You can pick it up
email
at the end
and
of
it
the
would be
counter.
like you're signed
Thank
up.
you. Have a
So
great day.
it was so easy
Thanks.
that my boss would try to get people to do it in line as quickly as possible, which worked sometimes, but other times it was like, bro, you're just there's other people in line behind them.
Pro tip: always ask if they are a Freaky Fast Rewards member. Even if they don't have time to sign up right then, they might be more inclined to come back later.
Yeah, sure. All right. Now we're on the real meat and potatoes. Let's see what this has in
What
store.
can I get for you? Welcome to Jimmy John's. Can I take your order?
I want a 12-pack of mini Jimmies.
Got it. Easy.
Okay. Would you like the pre-selected sandwiches?
Yeah, the standard pack.
What else can I get for you?
Give me a bucket of your pickles.
Welcome. I think it's here. Pickle bucket.
Is 1 bucket enough?
Yeah, just one.
Would you like any cookies to go with that? We can put a variety together for you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
How many cookies would you like?
Give me a dozen.
That. Can I get you anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. I got a 12-pack of mini
Oh yeah, I have to
Jimmys,
repeat it.
a pickle bucket, and variety of 12 cookies. Your total is $68.32.
This guy is doing his grocery shopping at Jimmy
Are you
John's.
a rewards member?
No?
She like lit up as if she was about to say something.
You can earn a free sandwich for signing up after your first purchase using Freaky Fast Rewards.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, okay. I'll sign up for that.
Great. You can download the Jimmy John's app to sign up.
Okay, I'll do that now. Okay, I'm finished signing up.
Oh, tap. Sure.
Great, thanks. When do I get my free sandwich?
On your next purchase. Will that be cash or card?
Cash. Here you go.
Out of 100?
Okay. What? Hello? Oh, what? Why would you make me do that?
Here is your change. Your order will be ready soon. You can pick it up over at the end of the counter. Thank you. Enjoy.
Great, thank you.
People do be sharing the same rewards account. It's a smart thing to do, honestly.
Pro tip. Count back the change as you hand it over to the customer.
Why was there an $11 button? I didn't see that. There's an $11 button? All right, 2 more.
What can I get for you? Welcome to Jimmy John's. Can I take your order?
I need a party pack. I'm having a party.
You don't say.
Sure. We have an 18-piece party box and a 30-piece party box, available for our originals and favorites.
I'm expecting about 25 to 30 people, so give me the 30-piece. I'd like the originals.
Would you like to choose your sandwiches, or would you like the pre-selected sandwiches?
Right there's a
Just
Sherman
the
tank.
pre-selected sandwiches, please.
Can I get you any chips or cookies with those?
Oh, yes. Good idea. Give me some chips and cookies for everyone.
How do you want me to do that? Go to catering.
What kind of chips would you like?
Oh, I see. Probably just variety
Or
chips.
we also have a variety option.
Yes, that sounds great.
Yes.
How many bags of chips would you like?
30.
Would you like a variety of cookies as well?
Yes.
Yes, 30 of them also. How big are the sandwiches in the party box?
They are our 8-inch sandwiches cut into thirds.
I don't think that's going to be enough. Go ahead and give me another 30-piece party box. Make it the favorites this time.
You got it, ma'am.
Would you like the pre-selected sandwiches with this one as well?
Yes.
Can I get you any drinks with that?
Do you have any bottles of water?
Yes, we do.
We do have bottles of water.
How many bottled waters?
30.
You do this.
30 bottles.
Quantity. 30. There. Easy.
Can I get you anything else today?
No, that should do it.
Are you a rewards member?
Yes.
She is feeding a football team.
Enter your phone number into the keypad.
Excuse me. Yeah, usually people would call these ahead
Sorry,
rather
you
than
have
ordering.
rewards
Oh, I'm
to
so
redeem.
sorry. I'm so
But your
fucking
points
sorry you don't have
purchased are
rewards.
logged, so you might have a reward next time.
Ah.
You've got one 18-piece box with Pepe's, Big John, Veggie and Turkey Tom, and a 30-piece party box with Italian nightclub,
Oh, so
Beach Club,
Okay.
Club Lulu's, and 30 bottles of water, 30 bags of assorted chips, and 30 assorted cookies. Your total comes to $134.31.
I can't talk over this
Will
woman,
this be
but I know
cash
why
or
that's there.
Card.
Card?
You are good to insert or tap
Just a
your
second.
card when the green light. Your order will be ready soon. You can pick it up at the end of the counter. Have a great day. Pro tip. When someone is placing a large box lunch or catering order,
Tell them to leave.
offer cookies, a pickle bucket, chips, sides of kicking ranch, or avocado to complete their meal.
Okay, so what the $11 button is, that is due to them how they made this little program right here. They just took screenshots of a POS and then edited out things. So what that button usually is, it's actually pretty smart. It's the next dollar amount above whatever the order is. So if they get a 10, an order that's $10.50, that button will be $11. If it's 23 something, it'll be $24. I got confused. I'm like, what do you mean there's an $11 button? And you're like, oh, right. So they took that screenshot off of a $10.49 order, and then there was an $11 button there, and they just didn't change that for this demonstration. It is a good button. You use it a lot. All right. Our final challenge. Man with scarf. They haven't had anyone go oh, sorry, actually cancel that. I want this instead. So I have a feeling they might pull that for this guy.
Can I take your order?
Let's see. The final boss. The final boss
Welcome
of
to
Jimmy John's.
Can I take your order?
I want Big John number 2.
Ah. Trick.
That's number 2. Would you like 8-inch or 16-inch French, wheat or unwich?
The 8-inch regular will be fine.
Okay, he's asking for 8-inch.
Would you like cheese on that?
Yes, with cheese.
What do you want on that?
Can I add ham to that?
Okay, that's a number 2 on French with cheese and ham. What else can I get for you?
I changed my mind. Can I cancel that order?
Okay, sure, no problem. What can I get you instead?
Easy.
May I suggest the Billy Club? It includes roast beef and
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, I want an 8-inch Billy Club.
Where's Billy Club? There it is. That's
I don't want any Dijon on that, please.
that's the move.
Okay, no Dijon.
No to John.
Can I also have a bag of thinny chips?
Sure, thinny chips. Would you like a drink with that?
Yes, a medium Coke.
Yeah. Do you want to make it a box lunch and get a dessert and a pickle?
Sure. That sounds
fuck
good.
me. Come on. I have to fucking...
Okay, let's make it up.
Box lunch.
Okay, that's a Billy Club box. No to John.
This is taking me back.
And a bag of thinny chips.
And this is why you don't...
Can we make that barbecue chips instead?
Okay.
What kind of cookie would you like?
An oatmeal cookie sounds delicious.
And a medium fountain drink. Got it. Would you like anything else?
Nope. This is great.
You have to type in box lunch combo so they get the discount.
A Billy Club, barbecue chips, an oatmeal cookie, and a medium drink. Your total comes to $12.01.
Unless
Are
it already
you a rewards
processed it.
member?
I don't know.
No.
You can earn a free sandwich for signing up after your first purchase using Freaky Fast Rewards.
No, thank you.
Will that be cash or card?
Cash, please. Here is $12 and a penny.
Your sandwich will be ready
That
in
was
just
easy.
a minute.
Come
You
on.
can pick it up over at the end of the counter. Thank you and enjoy.
Great. Thanks.
I'm disappointed. I wanted more of a challenge.
You can use the Oops button to remove line items from the order or the Cancel button to start
The
over.
oops button. Ah, that was too easy. That's like a problem you get like your first week of working at Jimmy John's. So I guess this is really just for beginner employees. This makes me want like a hard version. I want a fucked up POS game where you have to like learn everything and then type all these orders right. But anyway, that's the one trick about needing to know the menu for these sorts of things is like you'll get people asking for like, can I get this and then add this on that? And then you have to be like, actually, you're ordering a different sandwich, so I'm going to ring you up for that instead because it'll save you money. Because if you add meats to something, it is much higher of a cost than just ordering the specific sandwich that has those two meats on it. I need the European extreme difficulty for the Jimmy John's POS simulator. Yeah, it's even worse when you get them on online orders because it's like, oh, I'll get a number 16, no bacon. It's like, you just ordered a 4 for more money. Like, I can't... Like, honestly, sometimes I've had one or two occasions where I have just, like, changed that for someone, either, like, asking them first or just not asking them. Because it's like, no, it's not even... I can save you money here. Just let me do this. Yeah, there's no combo discount button, which they might have changed how that worked, if memory serves. I kind of remember that being a weird issue in the time that I was working there. I want to have some walking around money. I like this product. All right, well, that's it. I knew this wouldn't take very long, but I was hoping it would be at least a little bit more substantial than that. This game is unmoddable. Sad. What happens if you fuck? I don't think you can. I think it's like a Flash game where like there's only one invisible button per screen, and if you don't press it, just nothing happens. And then maybe there's like a timer. Hang on, let's see if
How may I help you?
let's see if it
Look,
times out and
Jimmy
gets mad at us.
What can I get for you?
Hey there. I'd like a turkey tom.
You're fired. Ceased items. What is that? I've never seen that button before. I have a feeling there's not going to be any penalty. Yeah, I want a roguelike POS game. That'd be great. Like the same kind of like interface as like Papers, Please, you know, where it's like you're just like handling people as they come across and you have to learn the whole system. Detested items. Jimmy John's deck builder. I don't even know what that would look like. On day 11 they install a new system and it sucks. Exactly. Precisely. Yeah, see, I really liked Home Safety Hotline. That was a cool game. It was a good idea for a game and it was a good interface for a game too. Yeah, there are a lot of like food making games. Like Valhalla is like, it's got like cool flavor and style, but it's ultimately a like making drinks game, you know. I want one that's like this. Like you're not actually responsible for making the food, but you have to write down the order as possible, or as accurately as possible. But Jimmy John's, see, that's why I was like kind of interested in it. I had fun with this, obviously, but like the interesting thing is that you get into a lot of scenarios where someone, hang on, well, let's advance one.
That's a turkey tum on 8-inch or 16-inch French. Wheat or unwitched?
Just the regular size French.
See, like, okay, so you see all these buttons. You can add meats to anything, but it costs money to do so. So sometimes what I was expecting, like the hardest one to be, would be someone who's like, I've never been here before. I'd like a cold cut sandwich with turkey and salami and cheese. And then you have to like, oh, fuck, what do I do? Like, I can make that a 4 add salami. The sensible way to do that would actually be 4 add salami. But if they wanted, what would be like a weird one? Because there's veto. Veto is just capicola and salami. You can add them or remove them separately. But like the hard one is when they go like, I want this, and this. And they can't like look over the cold table and like point out what you're doing. But you can just write everything down as like an itemized list for someone to look at. Because you get those people anyway. Like you'll get an online order and then it'll be like one sandwich and then the list of modifications is like this far down the ticket. And it's like, oh, bro. Little bro wants to go to Subway. Yeah, no one asked for tuna. That's actually, I have gotten people asking for like tuna and salami and shit like that. That's an uncommon one, but I have gotten it before. People who mix tuna with the other meats. It's like very, I can't say it's bad because it's like I can see it being good, but it's like, man. I don't know how I'd charge someone for a mayo and lettuce sandwich. So basically all of these come with mayo, lettuce, and tomato by default. So whenever someone says like, I want this, can you add mayo on it? You have to be like, comes with mayo already. Don't worry. You got it. Or better yet, the thing you learn to do is say, absolutely, we can add mayo to that. And you don't press anything. One move I loved, I would tap like right here a lot. I would tap here a lot just to like look like I'm doing something, but I'm just tapping like blank space. See, it's nice because it's like a touch screen. It doesn't have like real buttons, so you can just like... I did that shit all the fucking time. Partially because it's just kind of like fun to like occupy yourself with like tapping the screen, but also it makes it look like you're doing something. It's classic register technique. I'm trying to remember what LTO is. That's a button that like I didn't... Limited time offer. Thank you. That's right. That's something they added recently, or recently as in like probably like 2018, 2019 when they got bought out. LBI means leave bread in. So basically all of so there's 2 classes of sandwiches. There's originals and favorites. Originals are sandwiches that have like one type of meat and are very straightforward, and then the favorites are the ones that have like 2 types of meat or double meat or combinations thereof and stuff like that. So when you get these, they actually just visualize a baguette in your mind with kind of like a flat side and then like a curved side on one. They cut really close to the flat side and then they scoop the bread out of the curved side so it's much thinner, and that's called take bread out. So, and then when they do favorites, they just cut straight down the middle of the sandwich and there's like an equal amount of bread on both sides. So if you're in the originals menu, this is LBI because in case they want to leave the bread in. If you go to the favorites menu, this turns into TBO in case they want to take the bread out. It's like those fucked up scoop bagels. Yeah, exactly. I did that shit all the time because honestly, like the bread is really, really good, but it's like too much bread sometimes. It's like hard. It's hard. It's hard to eat that much food for me sometimes. Yeah, and also less carbs means you can shove more meat and veggies in it, which is nice. The other thing is like you could also just ask them, if you go to a Jimmy John's and say like can you take the bread out and leave the gut with the sandwich? They will do that for you. Most of them do, unless they don't know what that means. But you take the bread gut out and you just have like a little soft length of bread with no crust called the gut. And you can they'll just wrap the gut with the sandwich for you, and you can just eat like a little smattering of bread. The flesh. The bread offal, you're right. It's that exactly. But yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else that's sticking out to me about this. I want to go back to one of those catering orders. The web address is MikeVRoy.com, which is the guy who made this, /learn/taking orders /story.html. I like there being a story.
Before we begin, remember to always review the receipt and...
Let's go back to the catering
What
order
can I
one.
get for you?
See if
Welcome
I
to Jimmy John's. Can I take your order?
I need a party pack. I'm having a party.
I'm having
Sure.
a party.
We have an 18-piece party box and...
I really want to go to misc items. There was nothing...
Available for our originals and...
There's nothing under misc items.
I'm expecting
Misc
about
items is
25 to
fucked
30
up because,
people,
like,
So give me the 30 piece.
if you've been to a Jimmy John's,
I'd like the originals.
they have these like proprietary like these things of like hot peppers. They're like Jimmy John's branded hot peppers that come in like a little jug, essentially. You can just, and they sit up on the shelves. So if you've been to a Jimmy John's, you've probably seen the hot peppers up on the shelves and stuff like that. You can just buy those. You can literally say like, hey, can I have one of those? And you can buy it for like, I don't know, it used to be like $10. It's probably more now. $15, that sounds about right. But yeah, you can just buy that. So like under misc items, you'd have a bunch of shit just like, oh yeah, an entire thing of hot peppers or whatever, pack of waters. Jimmy John's POS body cam footage. All right, hang on a second. Jimmy John's POS Sandwich Masters Trials. There's a lot of Jimmy John's videos. This is just the Jimmy John's stream until I get bored of it, by the way. Crisis, what? Jimmy John's Crisis, what? Okay, whatever, this is an ad, I don't care. Shh. This is how you make a 1. Okay, so this gives us a good look at the cold table. This is the ordinary cold table situation at any Jimmy John's. This is backwards. So this is guys working from a this might be cold table 2 at their store or whatever. Or maybe they're just working with a backwards cold table. I don't know. So you have, these are all, sandwich ingredients. I don't need to tell you. This is actually a tiny cup of water, or it's a tiny bin of water rather, that the scoop sits in, because you always want to water down the mayo a little. So how they do that is that they keep the scoop just submerged in like gross mayo water at all times, and then they take it out so it gets like a little bit of wateriness into the mayo, so it makes it easier to spread. This guy's going slow. Who is this? React Clutches? This isn't even like Jimmy John's branding. At my old store, the first store I worked at, you could get a raise if you could make a number 1 in 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure I did it. I could definitely do it. I don't remember if I actually like did it for the raise. This is the new method. Cheese on top. Real ones will remember when cheese was on the bottom. Perfect wrap. That was a pretty good wrap. It's pretty good. No, I don't want to see this. Get out of here. The Sandwich Masters Trial. What is this?
As soon as you release your hand, am I starting it? Yeah. Okay.
Are they making 14 add bacon? Okay, no, they're probably making a number of sandwiches, starting with a 14. This is actually the store I worked at was not like the busiest store ever, but like it got fast. Like I worked at probably one of the busier stores in California. Definitely not in like the country, but like in California. So like when you have like fucking like 30 tickets on the line, you do have to work this fast. It was stressful, but it was like strangely satisfying in a way. Just kind of like being part of like a sandwich assembly line. These are old wraps. Oh, this is from 8 years ago. Okay, that makes sense. 10 sandwiches in under 3 minutes. Very cool. That's looks like a 5. That looks like a 1. communicating, making sure that they're wrapping the right ones. The Jimmy Johns of decades past. Oh yeah, throwing the spatula in the bin is a classic. You just find yourself doing that, honestly. What was my clock out sandwich? I had a few. I really liked... probably, like, the one that I got, like, on average the most was a 16, which is turkey and bacon. I got the bread taken out and added Dijon mustard. Also probably easy tomatoes. Usually turkey and bacon. The real tech, once they added the Cubano, which is just kind of like a normal Cubano, it has ham, cheese, bacon, mayo, and pickles, and that's it. The real tech is, for some unknown reason, if you have a sandwich with bacon on it, except for BLT, like any sandwich where it's like meat and bacon, or if you add bacon to a sandwich, it's 3 strips of bacon, but the Cubano has 4. So if you want more bacon... And also, the other thing that's fucked up, there's a sandwich called the 17, which is ham and bacon, which has 3 strips of bacon. So if you want the ham and bacon sandwich, the optimal thing to do is to order a Cubano and then add tomatoes and lettuce to make it like a regular sandwich. But there is sandwich tech. That's the fucked up thing about Jimmy John's. It's not as simple as like a stoner walking up to a counter, looking at the cold table, and being like, "Oh, can I have that and that and that?" It's like you have to know. Good store. Anyway, good hustle, guys. Anyway, the other thing about Jimmy John's that's interesting is like every Jimmy John's is like the same. Like they have the same equipment, the same, not always the same layout, but like generally the same everything. These are boxes of chips, by the way. Usually just put them up there. That's their second cold table, or maybe this is their second cold table, and they were just doing it here. That's a meat slicer. You've probably seen them at deli. Those things are not the worst to work, but they are scary. I hated using those. Was I ever allowed to make my own clock out sandwich? I think corporate, or like I think by corporate rules you are not supposed to, because there is the potential for putting a bunch of extra shit on your own sandwich. However, I did do it a good number of times, especially after like the second franchise I worked with. I was trusted enough that I wouldn't fuck around with it. I did fuck around with it once or twice, but never like, when I say fuck around, I'm not like, he. I'd be like, he, I'm so naughty. I'm putting an extra strip of bacon on my sandwich. You know, nothing. I didn't actually like steal food or anything substantial from them. Yeah, the clock out sandwich is supposed to be like your treat, you know, like how you're supposed to recuperate and just do whatever you want. But they're much stricter about that. I'd imagine if you're working at Subway, it's far less strict. I've never worked at a Subway, I don't know, but I'd imagine it's far less strict in terms of like just like putting whatever the fuck you want on a sandwich and then just leaving with it, you know. Yeah, I think it also depends on what store you work at. At the stores I worked at, they were a little bit more like, you shouldn't be making your own clock out sandwich. But, you know, I did it anyway. Do you still hang out with people you worked with? No. Not to say I disliked anyone. I liked the people I worked with, but I generally don't hang out with coworkers all that much. I did hang out with my coworkers while I worked at Jimmy John's. We went to like round 1 once or twice, and then another time we saw I was working at Jimmy John's when the DBZ Super Brawly movie came out, and I went to see it with my coworkers because my old manager really liked Dragon Ball. Does that sign see we you God? Yes. Well, it says we make sandwiches, you eat sandwiches or something. God bless America. But I always loved taking pictures of this sign and then censoring out the other text, so it just said we, you, God. There's a lot of interesting signs in Jimmy John's. That one says delicious. I recognize most of them. Every Jimmy John's pretty much has the same set of signs. That one says believe. I can't remember what the rest says. Don't forget the pickle. This is your spot. If the sandwich doesn't make your spot, something's wrong. There's the famous, one of these is probably the free smells sign. I don't know if there's a really good view of it. I would really, if I were to be able to like steal one thing from Jimmy John's or like acquire some like if a Jimmy John's was closing down and if they were auctioning off all their bullshit, I would love a free smells neon sign. That'd be great. It depends. There's some Jimmy John's that have more funny signs than other ones do. I don't know why. The Jimmy John's estate sale. What was the free smell sign for? Because if you because we bake the bread in the shop. I keep saying we. This is a bread oven. So the actual the real, I think, like the actual like boon to eating at a Jimmy John's as opposed to like a Jersey Mike's or a Subway or whatever is that they bake the bread in house. You get like these I wish I had a webcam on or something. You get like these little chunks of frozen dough. They're like, I'm making a gesture with my hands that you can't see. They're about like a foot long and like an inch wide. They're just like teensy little rolls of bread that have been completely frozen through. You get like a big box of like 32 of them. And then there is a 2-part neon sign that says your mom wants you to eat at Jimmy John's. So anyway, you get these loaves of bread. They stay in your freezer until you need them. You take them out, you lay them out on a tray, you put them in this fridge, which is a thawing fridge. And then you leave them in there for like a day or like at least a couple of hours. They thaw out. You take them out, you stretch them to the size that they're going to be on the baking trays. You put them in the proofer, which is at the bottom part of this, which is just like, if you've proofed bread before, it's basically just a couple of shelves that is pretty hot, and then there's like a little pan of water at the bottom. You proof them for about 40 minutes, then you put them up top. They bake for 22 minutes. You take them out, let them cool, and then you have bread. It's great. Yeah, the day-old bread's great. That's what all of these are. These are all breads that were cooked the day before, put in the freezer, and then taken back out. So they're still great, and they're just like pretty much as fresh as bread can be without just buying fresh bread. But, they're good, and you can just buy them for like 50 cents. Those pictures of like dough explosions and dumps. Yeah, I bet it's way different for like pizza places because that probably has like way more like active yeast in it. These ones are not, they don't get very big. You were never busy enough to do day-old bread? That's crazy. I guess that's true. I guess there are a lot of Jimmy John's in the country that are just like not very busy at all. I'm like, my perspective is my perspective on the matter is shifted by the fact that I worked at so many, like I worked at one like really, really busy Jimmy John's, and then the rest of them that I worked at were like pretty busy. Cutting sub sandwich down middle at Jimmy John's.
All right, here's that sandwich for you. Actually, can I get that cut in half? Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Enjoy.
All right, good bit. I liked it. You worked at a remote Jimmy John's outpost in the desert, sad. Yeah, there's a lot of stores where, because the other thing is like, I've worked at stores where like lunch will be busy and then like nighttime is like fucking nothing. So you just have like one manager and one driver the whole shift. I did not like those shifts. Those were like, I made it by the end of my tenure at Jimmy John's, I had worked my way into a position where I could like demand like, I want to work these shifts and nothing else. And my boss was like, sure, done. So like for my last like 2 years, I was working like all lunch shifts all the time. And then I only had to close once every once in a while. It was great. I'm so interested. A lot of these are like the qualifying round in Rockford, Illinois.
All right, I got a 3, a BLT cut in half, and a 4. 3, BLT cut in half, and a 4.
I love, this is like manager shit. They're like fucking barking out orders to each other like they're on the front lines. So fast, Jimmy freaked. Sir, yes, sir. Oh, yeah, getting like kids working with you have to go early because they have school tomorrow. Classic.
3, BLT cut in half, and a 4. Thank you. BLT is cut in half, followed by a 4.
This is so funny. Can you imagine going into a Jimmy John's like to get food and the employees are like barking orders at each like this to each other? Now this is now to explain. This is like a qualifying thing for the sandwich master. So this is probably like part of if it's in Rockford, Illinois, then it's part of the old manager training. If you wanted to be trained as a manager in Jimmy John's, they would send you to like a little sandwich boot camp in Illinois, where like you'd go there and they'd host you for like a week, and you'd learn like all the shit about doing Jimmy John's stuff and making sandwiches faster or whatever. But the thing is if you did that, you would basically be able to walk into any Jimmy John's in the country and get hired immediately, which is pretty good. But I've never been to one, but I imagine it's a lot of this like barking orders. What is this? Mustard? What? No, what is that? I can't even read what that is. That does say mustard. Okay, so this is like 2011 is like before my time, way before my time. I started working at Jimmy John's in like 2016. Yeah, I wonder if that doesn't look like mustard. That looks like their oil and vinegar mix, but it's in like a mustard bottle. That's so weird. It's CBT oil.
What's that for? BLT cut in half and a 1. BLT cut in half and a 1. BLT cut in half and a 1.
Watch this. When they make the 1. Oh, that was the 1. Hang on. Look. Wait. That's the 1. Cheese is on the bottom. They want you to forget that. So this is so if you get a Jimmy John's sandwich, odds are the cheese is on the top. Like if you were to open up the sandwich like a book, the cheese is on the top. If you get a sandwich with cheese in it, that is. How it used to be, the cheese would always be on the bottom. And when I started working there, I was always told that like, yeah, the meat order is like very specific. It's like very explicitly like that's the we've had flavor scientists work on it, and that's the prime order to have all the meats and stuff. And cheese was always on the bottom, and that worked. They changed it because people would like something that would constantly fucking happen was be like, my sandwich doesn't have any cheese on it. And it's like, did you look under the meat? And they'd be like, oh, there it is. And apparently that was so much of a problem that they changed it nationwide so that cheese is always on the top. And it's like, oh, I guess it didn't matter that much, huh? The fucking hard work of the flavor scientists. I'm British as Jimmy John's Subway, but good. Jimmy John's is, imagine if you went to Subway and you could only get cold cuts, like you can't get toasted bread, you can't get meatball sandwiches or whatever, but the ingredients are always good, and it's usually pretty fast. That's pretty much what Jimmy John's is. I don't think they called it flavor science. That was me exaggerating, but it was something like they had experts working on it. They had experts working on the meat orderings. What is this? This must be like part of their test. They have like a laminated receipt here. Oh, this tech, you're not supposed to. Come on. Don't put the fucking half full scoop on the... But they did put it on paper, so that's better than nothing, but... See, look, she had to fucking pry the paper off. Fucking throwing knives everywhere. Oh, this is great. This takes me back. The oregano usually gets knocked down. That's a very common thing. It's the holes are situated in such a way that if it gets knocked over, it usually doesn't like spill everywhere. War is hell. Lettuce always gets fucking everywhere. After you go through like a round of making sandwiches, you just have to like sweep your hand over the whole cold table and get like a bunch of lettuce and just like probably throw it in the trash. Perfect. Making this is the saddest looking fucking sandwich ever. Oh, that's great. None of these look interesting. I want the menu. Jimmy John's POS integration with QuickBooks. What the fuck? See how easy it is to integrate QuickBooks with the point of sale system. What? Who is this? Who are you, Brian? 4 subscribers, Brian? What? Okay, whatever. I don't think that was supposed to be public. I think that's someone who'd never used YouTube before and doesn't know how to unlist a video. Cash theft at Jimmy John's. Okay, I guess 100,000. When would you ever have 100,000 in a store at Jimmy John's? Point of sale. Shorts. Give me shorts. Whatever. Secret Jimmy John's food hack. Most of these are probably going to be tremendously unfunny. It's Jimmy John's sandwich thrown by delivery driver. I actually had to do... I had a delivery once. One of the stores I worked at was in a very dense downtown area. And one time I fucking deliver a sandwich, and this motherfucker, I mean, God bless her, but like she was on like the second floor of an apartment building, and I get to the address and I'm like calling her like, hey, I'm here, can you come down? And then like she like hails me from the balcony and she's like, hey, can you throw it up here? And I was like, fucking sure, I guess. And like I like it took me like 3 tries because it's like the sandwich was in the bag, and I tried throwing it with the bag, and like the wind resistance just made it fuck up, so I just like had to take it out and like fucking huck it up to there. And then someone walked by while I was doing this and said something really funny, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like, oh, Jimmy John. I don't know. I can't remember. But either way, it was like, it was hard. You try throwing a fucking cold cut sandwich 2 stories into someone's hands, into someone's waiting arms. Your life is it's not that interesting. My life is not very interesting. What is this? Making every sandwich on Jimmy John's menu. Is that what this guy's doing? I'm so curious. Hang on. Why are you making so many Jimmy John's? What the fuck? Okay. Opening Pokemon cards. Meme edits. You're a streamer. You're a streamer who works at a Jimmy John's, I guess? Making every sandwich on Jimmy John's menu has only made 3. Okay, 4. How many Jimmy John's videos do you have? What's this one? New test wrap. Oh, these are the wraps. Wait, did this guy just leak one of the wraps? When is this from? So that was something they added right before I stopped working there. They did these limited time wraps that are like, there's like a chicken Caesar one. There was a roast beef cheddar one or something like that. And they're good, but like they, again, just added more shit to them. Which one is this? This might have been... No, I recognize this. Oh, what is this one? That's the chicken one. Not a great wrap, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's the directions on it. No. Yeah, it's like a chicken one. I remember having to lay out a bunch of these things. The other problem is whenever they introduced like a new limited time sandwich, we would have to rearrange the order of the cold table like the beefy ranch wrap. That's what it was. Thank you. But this one had like chicken, and so what you'd get, they would Cisco would ship you these bags of shredded chicken, like in just like this big kind of long. It's like a very wide bag, but it's like just kind of like I'm trying to think of like some normal thing you can buy at a store to like compare it to. Either way, you get the idea. It's a big bag of shredded chicken. You have to take them out. You have to have these little plastic things on a scale, and you have to weigh them out to an exact grammage. And the thing is, this just added like a whole other level of shit we had to do every day. The tortillas they use at Jimmy J's suck. Yeah, they would. It would. No. It depends. Actually, no. Both of them were kind of bad. There were like the flour tortillas and the like garlic herb tortillas. The garlic herb tortillas were a little bit better. The flour tortillas would fucking tear if you looked at them wrong. It was bad. Anyway, you'd need to spend like a whole amount of time doing this and getting all these little plates of chicken mixed up. It was so lame. What else have you done? I'm interested. I don't care about your gaming and Pokemon videos. What? Wait, hang on. What are you doing? Oh, fuck. This is why I don't use YouTube Shorts. Where the fuck did the video go? Here it is. There it is. What are you making? Part 4, the Turkey Tom. Either way, this is all straightforward. My Jimmy job, there was like merch that said like, I love my Jimmy job, so I kind of have like a resentment. How much for a Jimmy job? I mean, they usually pay you to work a Jimmy job. It is a corporate thing, unfortunately. Sort of softens the edge. I do like calling it a Jimmy job. Oh, that's the fucking... These cheeses, motherfucking, just the worst. It was like, you slice them, you put them on the thing, they're fine. As soon as you refrigerate them, they like stuck to the paper so hard. That was just like a constant problem. And I'm sure that was a problem they were dealing with long before I ever started working at Jimmy John's. You think he quit to be a full-time streamer or they fired? He's probably still there. The bar of entry, not to disparage people who work at Jimmy John's. I literally worked at a Jimmy John's for 4 years, but the bar of entry is not that high. It's like, it's a little higher than like some fast food places. I've never worked at another fast food place, so I can't be like, oh, it's easier than working at McDonald's. I've never worked at a McDonald's. I wouldn't know. But like, it's like learning the menu is the hard part. It's definitely too high for some people. Like there are definitely people who would like start. Also, you shouldn't be wearing jewelry on the cold table line. That's fucking day one, buddy. You're fired. Like, there would definitely be people who would get hired and like could not learn the menu and would be gone in a week. So I should go work for Jimmy John's. If you want to get paid to make sandwiches, I guess what you should do is you should work delivery. If you have if you live in an area where like a lot of people order delivery and stuff like that, or like, you know, just go to a Jimmy John's, and if you see that they're busy a lot, you should work delivery because you get tips and it's good. I made pretty decent money off of tips. I mean, that's where I made like pretty much like half of my income was actually like tips by the end of the day, if I went and like factored everything. What's this like? I'm interested in like their layout. Anyway, I think they've pillaged all the interesting Jimmy John's videos on YouTube, unless they're... I have to imagine all the rest of these are going to be like, yeah, fuck, ugh, yuck. I want like... Oh, why can you... Oh, that's not what I want. Did you mean Jimmy John's? Oh, how do you do before 2018? Is it like that? Yeah, there we go. 12-year-old sees Jimmy John's delivery man put lips on drink. What are you doing, bro? If I didn't live in Los Angeles, I can imagine a job where you drive around delivering sandwiches being pretty nice. I do live in Los Angeles, and I did it, and I was fine. I mean, actually, I wouldn't want to work. There was like a Jimmy John's in West Hollywood back. My ex lived in West Hollywood, so I spent a lot of time there in like 2013 to 2015 about. And I remember there was a Jimmy John's in West Hollywood, and I was like, I would not want to work here. It's like that was kind of hard. And I think that one was probably like a bike delivery store, but like I can like there's a lot like if you're in like a quieter part of LA. The dark secret of sandwich. Untold truths of Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's bread commercial. I want like shitty, low quality videos of people making sandwiches. None of these. Billy Club review. That's a bad looking sandwich. Oh, look at that. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jimmy John's day-old bread is 50 cents a loaf. Making a meatball sub out of a day-old loaf, that's good tech. You should get what you should do is you should go get day-old bread, or you can buy fresh bread for like $2 or something like that. Go home, make your own sandwich out of it. I wouldn't want to work at a Jimmy John's in downtown. I think if you worked at a Jimmy John's in like downtown, you'd be forced to be a bike delivery person, and the biking situation in downtown LA is like fucking fucked. It's like I would not want to, because there's nowhere to fucking park there is the problem. Did Joe is Hungry do a JJ sandwich review? I don't know. That'd be worth checking. Travel budget hack. Dale bread. Yeah. I know it. How much did I make? Not very much. Unwich mukbang. Oh yeah, they have brownies. They added brownies to the shit they sell at Jimmy John's. I've been meaning to try one. I wanted to see if it was good, but I don't want to get charged for it. Jimmy John's secret drink. I don't want to see what that is, but I do like the idea of there being a secret drink at Jimmy John's. You ask them for the pepper juice. What is this? What is that? What are you eating? Club Lulu, extra tomato, Jimmy mustard, Jimmy peppers, extra onion, oregano, basil. Oh, okay, that's just lettuce cut really thin. I mean that's pretty good. I mean that's a safe option. They don't have Sprouts anymore. I just remembered. Sprout salmonella outbreak. There it is. There's a huge salmonella outbreak that I don't remember if it was. Oh, it was from Jimmy John's. It was like it was a salmonella outbreak from like the Midwest Jimmy John's stores, that had to do with the bean sprouts that they served. Any good sandwiches? Not really. There are a few. No, it's as good a time as any. So there was like a salmonella outbreak with the bean sprouts, and then after like just this one isolated incident, they're like, okay, we're never serving bean sprouts ever again. They're gone. Sprouts have been canceled. It was nice. I didn't like them, but they were weird to serve. They came in a big packet. You shoved them into a smaller bin in the cold table. You had to like pull them apart to actually like lay them on the sandwich. It's like I can't think of like a good thing to compare it to. But if you bought a whole packet of bean sprouts where they're like super tight and you have to like pull them apart, then you know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to play this with the sound off. I just want to see all these awesome frames. Oh, it's him. But yeah, there they are. These are big ones, actually. Usually they go in between being like kind of really big stringy ones like this or small. Also, what the fuck? I think this is like a garg. This looks like a garg. Yeah, this is a garg. Motherfuckers would order a gargantuan, by the way, is all of the meats except for bacon in one sandwich. And so motherfuckers would order like, oh, can I have a gargantuan with like every topping? And it's like, okay, so you want onions, lettuce. And then they'll be like, oh, extra lettuce. And then you add sprouts and you add this and stuff like that. And you have this. How the fuck do you eat this? You can't eat this. You can't close this and shove it in your mouth. You like, it's impossible. I don't get like why people, every time I made a sandwich like this, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? How do you eat this? You eat it with a fork and knife. That's the only way you can do it. Like, that's what, okay, but here's the thing. Like, cutting it, that makes perfect sense. I can, like, the gargantuan tech is like you order like a 16-inch gargantuan, you have food for like the next 2 days. That's understandable. It's crazy, but I understand it at least. This is like, you can't eat this. If you cut it here, you have just like a big clump of veggies and some meat that you can't fit in your mouth. Yeah, if you just take a bite, like you're getting either grass, you're getting bread, or you're getting meat. You can't get like all of them at once. It's crazy. All American food looks like this to you. You know what? Coming from someone from Britain, I can understand that. That's fair. Brock Lesnar's day as an ESPN security guard. There's no interesting Jimmy John's videos. I want more funny Jimmy John's videos. Recently uploaded. One thing I do like, actually, if we wanted to continue Jimmy John's-ing, what we could do, there's a Jimmy John's Reddit. Hang on. There's a Jimmy John's Reddit, and it's like exclusively operated by, or like exclusively posted by other employees, which I always thought was interesting. Search TikTok for Jimmy John's creepypasta. Sort by most controversial. Hang on. How do I do that? Is it hot? Rising? I don't know how to do that. Can we search Jimmy John's and I was poisoned? That might be outside. I would do that, but that might be outside the scope of today's stream. Stream? Gonna try again. $60. Lord, you wants it. A Gildan tee with like oh great. What is this? Okay, this is just someone venting. The last batch. Are they not making ranch anymore? Oh, did they stop making ranch? Oh, that's like end of an era if they stop making kickin' ranch. I saw the beginning of that. Damn. So the kicking, I guess I can understand why they stopped making that, because it was a bit of a hassle and you would have to order buttermilk and those ranch packets all the time. The kicking part of it, by the way, is they just put peppers and pepper juice in there to make it spicy. It's good. It was nice. They kind of like introduced it around the same time as the Frenchies, which I mentioned earlier, which were like the really thin sandwiches. They were like perfect dipping size. But like it was really good because you got like some normal ass ranch and you put some hashtag peeper juice in it and it would be spicy and good. I didn't know that. Wow. I'm like keeping my finger on the pulse of like what's going on. Is the red velvet cookie? Oh yeah, they had a red velvet cookie for a while. That's right. I forgot about that. Updated guys for wraps, LTOs, hot sandwiches. What? Did they add hot sandwiches? Mary Chef. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. What? There's breakfast ones? What? What the fuck going on? Holy shit. Dude, seriously, ever since they got bought by fucking Indeed or Innovator or whoever those guys are called, they've been fucking upping their shit. The thing is, the Jimmy John's subreddit's like really active. Like it's in good hands already. None of us need to try to stage an operation to take it. What the fuck? Egg? What do you mean? Egg? Jimmy John's breakfast sandwich. What the fuck? Wait. Bro, is that real? What? Oh. Oh, so this is like an airport one. Interesting. Oh, that's so interesting. So I guess you need to serve breakfast if you have like a business in an airport? Is this in prison? Bacon, egg provolone, ham, egg provolone, Vito egg provolone. So I guess these are toasted. So do they have like a... So what's the deal with the cheeses? We have... The Cajun is gutted, but it's subcut, not club cut. Oh. Well, it's just normal then. Gutted subcut? You mean gutted subcut's normal? What are you guys talking about? Interesting. I'm like so fascinated by these stores that have to deal with having an oven and like toasting their bread. I'm so sad for you. It's the land of free, except when you want eggs for breakfast. That's what they don't tell you until you get here. Looking at I was poisoned for Jimmy John's. I don't know why people do that to themselves. It's truly, truly a mystery to me. Capicolo fried egg patty. This is what I'm interested in. Where the fuck are they getting the eggs? I mean, it might just be like McDonald's breakfast tech. And if it is McDonald's breakfast tech, I kind of assumed that the actual, like, those bad boys just came pre-made and then you drop them in the oven. Like, they didn't, like, come, like, separated or anything. I mean, maybe they do come separated. Maybe the eggs come separated and you have to put them on the thing. Interesting. Yeah, this is me. This is literally what me visiting the Jimmy John's subreddit's like. I'm like an old man watching them build a building. Wheat bread. What? Why did you scroll it out like that? Wheat bread. Which gauge do you change the temp and what rack do you put your pan on? I would change the temp on deck 3 and put the rack on the last rack, but what heard people do different? That's actually a pretty good question. You got to change the temps whenever you do wheat bread. I never opened, and that's usually the time you do wheat bread. I forgot the actual temps for wheat bread. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Anyway. Oh, we had a hype train. Thank you. I'm still cracking. Holly, look at this. I'm not sure if you were here when I saw this. Who won it? Oh, they could be censoring their reflection. That might be it. Who won it? One vote. What? My project. What is this? Oh, is it like a POS on their phone? Do they make their own... What the fuck? What the fuck? What is this for, bro? Oh, okay. What? Interesting. So what's the... What are you... Hang on. What are you doing here? What is this? What is this for? You're hooked up to a label. New Fortnite Battle Pass. Okay, that's actually neat. Having a label maker like that is actually a pretty good idea. Some nice French. That is a nice French. It doesn't look... Actually, no, that just came out of the oven. I think they just pulled it apart. It does look nice. Misprint wraps. Rate my bread. These are undercooked. Or actually, they're probably not undercooked, but they probably didn't proof long enough. This one's a little toasty, but it's fine. They're okay. Bread late night shift left for me. Oh, those got really overproofed. I mean, they got overthawed. Bad. That's not that bad. It's just they're not baked enough. You took them out too early. Did they get rid of Dijon and Jimmy Mustard? Yo. That's all 10s, baby. Mayo. Mayo water bin. What's the story here, partner? That's not... Oh, the new mayo water bin is so stinking cute for no reason. Now, let's not try to miss it when we throw the mayo scoop back into it. I guess they need to make more room in the cold table. I guess that makes sense that you're going to use a small one. Is this a special one? I thought this is just like the small, normal size one. Anyway. Oh, value badges. You can collect badges. That's so cool. This is true. This is true, by the way. Found a use for that awful hanging device thing? I don't know if I've seen one of those. You're not going to need this anymore. They're getting rid of ranch. Actually, no, you use those as side cups. That's true. I'm not sure if they're going to discontinue that. Because the reason they have these cups was because they started making the wrench and they needed something to put the things in. But once they had a bunch of cups in the shop, it's like, oh, we could just use these for sides, because before that they didn't have any like actual cups for their sides. It would work on you. Tallest tower of lettuce. They still have more to core. See, coring lettuce is actually really easy. There's a way my old manager taught me that's like smart. What you do, and you can just do this at home if you want, is you take the lettuce, you find where the stem is on the bottom, you hold it stem down over a table and just like smash it into the table. It like pops the core into the thing, and you just pull the core out. It's super easy. Oh, this guy got crumbs. You wanted your new crumb wrap? Gripping it and ripping it doesn't always work. It's just not reliable enough. Sometimes it's like really fucking stuck in there, which is why you have to smash it out, because that way it breaks through and then you can just pull it out. Anyone else holding on to their Dijon? Putting my face in their customer base to complain enough to bring it back. I wonder why they're getting rid of that. Interesting. Our new drive-through screen. Oh, and I never worked at a drive-through store. Drive-through store is like a completely distant world to me. I don't like them. What is that? Oh, that looks horrible. Oh my fucking god, dude. I would not want to fucking deal with that. What are these crumblies? That looks like shrooms. You putting shrooms on the sandwiches? Don't like them. I don't like them either. Are those just onions? Oh, I guess they are onions. Some delightful onion crumps. Yeah, but that's like terrible. This happened with like the croutons too. They gave you this like little red scoop, and then they ask you to like shove it in this like box of crumbly things, and it's like impossible to scoop properly. Also, like this. Oh my god! Look at this fucking line. Yuck. Hang on a second. Onions, peppers. What? Unwich on the line? What the fuck? That's a waste of space. Why would you put unwich on the line? These ranch and jalapeno dressing. Yellow mustard. Yellow mustard just out in a bin? What the fuck? Oh, actually, no, that's right. That's actually what you're supposed to do. Avo Parmesan, chicken, bacon, Creole chili sauce. 2 of them. Why do you need 2 of them? This is ridiculous. Why would you put... Do they need the room in the cold table for unwich? Unwich usually... Because what... Like I said, they're just like shells of iceberg lettuce. But you just get a bunch of them and you just shove them in a bin. You keep them under the cold table and you just pull it out during the 1 or 2 times a day you make an unwich. This is just weird. Yeah, what were they thinking? And then also having everything in these like hanging things is just really stupid. And this is where your oil and vinegar is? Ooh, it's bad. This is bad. Okay, wraps in like a little... But they're supposed to be cold, aren't they? I don't know. Very confusing. I don't know. As an old employee, that makes me very confused. No way in hell I'm putting unwiches in the top to waste that much space. They're crazy. One last ranch for the last time I'm eating at Jimmy. It's so funny. That's a wrap. You're right. It's a Jimmy burrito, all right. One thing that happened a few years ago that was like super funny. I wonder if I could find it. Hang on a second. I'm going to temporarily turn off my display just in case something... No, it's not there. Where was it? Jimmy John's receipt mix up. I can't find it. Okay, so like a few years ago, there was like some crazy... This was after I'd stopped working there too. There was like some crazy fuck up. I saw someone on Twitter post about it and I was like, what the fuck? Where like this was happening like nationwide. Stores would like get a receipt that said like medium pan pizza, and then the toppings would be like fresh lemonade, pickles, and it's like what? And everyone was like, "What the fuck is that?" And this was happening to everyone. As soon as this happened, I went to the subreddit, and like everyone was talking about this, and it was like fucking crazy. And then I briefly talked to one person on Twitter about it because I was curious, and apparently what it was like the fuck up was, it was some crazy internal database fuck up, but every one of those things corresponded to like an actual thing on the menu. So like when lemonade showed up, it was like actually like tomatoes or like no mayo or something like that. So like so it was like that was the one instance where I was like, I like obviously dealing with that in real time as an employee would suck, but honestly I was like, oh fuck, I wish I worked at Jimmy John's for that. I wish I was there that day. I would, because it's like you'd have to like decrypt them. Imagining like getting all these orders and you have to like fucking decrypt the receipts. Like, all right, this one cross-referencing this one with this one. This has to be a 4. They probably asked for no lettuce. It's so fucking funny. I wanted to find pictures of that, but I can't find them. You had to do chance of sonar shit to figure out orders. Exactly. It was awesome. Oh, so funny. Chicken. Wait, no, you're putting them in the wrong spot. It's supposed to go on the front of the cool table. You're doing it wrong. Rate my bread. I'm a first month GM. Please be nice. That's pretty good. I have never in my life seen bread that got fucked up like that. I've seen burnt bread. My man made charcoal. Hasn't been unlocked yet. All right. Rare, good Reddit joke. Oh. If you want... for those who don't know, this is bread. They have ordered this person has ordered a $5.39 piece of 8-inch French bread cut in half. That's it. That's pretty funny. I wonder why it grouped like that. Weird. Craning my head to the side to look at this. That's the new cool table. All right. Interesting. Bread, thumbs up. Oh, no. Oh, the dumb motherfucker. Oh, is this like the toasted ones? What the fuck is going on there? What's going on here? So this is the bread rack. So at the end of every day, you take the leftover pieces of bread, you put them in a bag, and then you put them in the freezer. Actually, wait, hang on. I need to look at this. I need to examine it. Oh, they put the okay, so this is what the frozen sticks of bread look like when you get them. So these go into a special fridge that's out in the front. Homeboy over here misunderstood the assignment and put them in the walk-in fridge in the back. That's funny. That's funny. Also, yeah, I can't even really parse what's going on here. There's definitely Vito. I guess this is like a 9. That looks like Vito and ham, and that's provolone cheese that's been melted into it, but there's no toppings or anything like that. How peculiar. Signs for sale. Well, that's not the ones I want. What is this? Oh man, I'm loving this subreddit. Homeboy got a rock in his chips. Yikes. It's like, it's 99% Jimmy John's employees communicating with each other and 1% like some guy who ate at Jimmy John's and either just had like a weird order or something fucking crazy happened to him, like he got a free rock. Onions. So we're allowed to put onion chunks on subs? I thought it was rings, but now supposedly we are allowed to put straight onion chunks on subs? Oh, this is horrible. This is PSTD right here. Anytime the POS system goes out and you have to write these complicated sandwich orders on a card, and then you have to take their, if they're paying with credit card, which they do 9 times out of 10, you have to just like write down their credit card number and be like, all right, we'll charge you later. Sucks when it happens. Rate my bread. Not bad. Not the best I've seen, but not the worst. Is that an apron? Bro got the square. Accidentally used. Yeah, you're fine. What the hell? What did you put in here? Put salami in there? Aw, that's a wonderful little guy. Ooh, that's good feeling. So when you slice stuff, when you slice stuff and you store it in the cold table, you put it in these 180 gram packages and you wrap them up. Just so you know, like, okay, this is a wrapped up thing of cheese or a wrapped up thing of ham. There's 180 grams in there. But you never get exactly 180 grams. You always get close to it. This homeboy, he fucking nailed it. Good for him. Ugh. Why was this spoilered? Eating Jimmy John's at a Subway. Is this dumb? Oh, yeah. People would put funny names for their sandwiches all the time. I'm trying to remember any good ones I had. I probably have... Oh, I probably have a lot on my old phone, but I don't have my old phone's pictures right up. I worked election night 2016. And I do remember some college student ordering, and one person put their name as "Holy shit, Donald Trump is got cut off." I'll never forget that one. And then a lot of funny names. I'm trying to remember any really good ones, but none that I remember right now. That's a good wheat. Love that. Went through your phone's pictures and there was a delivery note saying, "Ask for BJ at the front office." Oh, there were some like really good like names, like people's names. I don't know if I want to. I don't want to dox this. I'm not doxing this person because I'm not going to say like where they work or anything like that. But I saw like the funniest fucking name I saw, and again, this is someone's like actual. Like, not like, oh, this is my name on the this is my sandwich. No, this is their name, like, on the order. Like, this is their legal name. Their name was Christopher Story. Like, Story, spelled exactly how you would spell Story. It was like, no way this guy's name is Christopher Story. That's fucking awesome. That's so good. I'll never forget that one. Barbecue Ranch. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Oh, so I guess they're doing away with Kickin' Ranch and they're doing that. But they probably don't serve this on the side. They probably just serve this on the sandwich. Kickin' Ranch recipe. You're acting like you're leaking this. Everyone knows this. Although I will admit, anytime I had to make this, because I didn't have to do it very often, I did have to pull out this card on and look at it again. But there you go. There's the recipe for Kickin' Ranch in case you have like an entire thing of Hellman's mayo and an entire jug of hot peppers and garlic salt and the proprietary ranch mix. Although I think it's probably just like a normal ranch mix. And a blender. It's that easy. That's pretty good wheat. Got a little puffy. I don't envy people who work in Jimmy John's in actual like cold climates. Oh yeah, I should have music for this stream considering that I've just been talking over nothing. You're probably listening to music already if you care that much. It's fine. Why are you asking people to rate your bread if you've been an employee for 10 years? You should know your bread is fine. Is this fake? let's have a look. I mean, I can't tell, really. It does look like a surprisingly crisp 50. I mean, that 100 looks real. It has the security strip and everything. I don't know. We didn't actually have a counterfeit pen. Actually, no, I think we had a counterfeit pen, but we never used it. This is fake. I've never seen one of these before. Yeah. Let me see. I like to imagine you just have the customer waiting there while you post your responses here. Rub your finger on his lapel. If it's rough, it's real. That's actually a good way of doing it. I remember holding that. Yeah, but the actual way of doing it is just seeing if the watermark shows up. This is so funny. It's such a funny thing to fucking ask Reddit. Because the other thing that's extra funny about this, like someone was joking like, oh, you just have the customer waiting there while you do it. Like, no, this guy probably took the order and then like later was like, oh, wait, is this real? Hey, Reddit. Help. I'm the help. I'm the area. Like, I'm the fucking lower manager at this store and I'm closing tonight. Did I take a fake $50 bill? Am I going to get fired? Calling oven experts. Trying to work out the reason my fresh bed's always dark, and especially down before the others. I have to pull on like. That looks fairly normal to me. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. The sandwiches are much smaller, or am I crazy? No, I think you're crazy. It's leaking. That is good. I do like these people posting, because one thing you have to do anytime you seal up a thing of mustard at the end of the day is you have to, because obviously like a bunch of mustard cakes up at the top, you're supposed to like scrape it off the sides and the top and then like push it all the way down as far as it will go. So there's all these people boasting about their amazing scrapes, and that's a pretty good one. I bet that was already pretty clean and he just cleaned it a little bit more to make it look perfect. That's pretty good. Aw. Rate my GM's bread. Oh dear. Oh dear. Please toast the wrap. This is always like, you have to call the guy and be like, we don't toast them, sorry. Ah, classic. Now this is my territory. Fucking taking like a $300 order and getting no tip. Classic. Classic. The thing is, when you work delivery, and I guess this applies to like any delivery job, you just have to be ready for every order to get no tip. You just have to be, because if you bother yourself over like if you start getting mad at like, oh fuck, I took like a $200 order and get no tip, like there's no end to it. You'll never feel the end of it. I remember like carrying like a $300 order, which is like probably like 30 plus box lunches. Just imagine like 2 suitcase sized bags of like boxed lunches, like carrying it up to like the 20-something floor of a building by hand, and the woman just signs the ticket and gives me no tip, because probably, in her defense, she probably didn't pay for it. But rather than taking 1 minute to just be like, hold on, let me see if I can find the guy that paid for your order and see if he wants to leave a tip, you know? She just signed it and just like bashfully handed it back to me because she knew how bad she fucked me over. I was just like, all right. I wish parents controlled their kids. How dare they put soap on the floor? I can't stand kids putting soap on the floor when I have to clean it using soap. How dare they? That's a good one. That's not weird. That's fucking awesome. Oh, that would fucking make my day if I saw this one. That's a really good one. I'm trying to remember. I've probably gotten some good delivery orders like that too. I'd have to go through. Oh, fuck. I've done this shit. I have 2 different cuts on my fingers from Jimmy John's knives. What do they do? I don't want to look at that too closely in case that bothers someone, but ugh. It happens. My perfect wheat. It's not really baked all the way, but you know. That's decent bread. Anyone interested in buying one of these? Bro, like, I just stole these. The Jimmy John's has like Christmas stickers that they do, and you know, they just break them out every once in a while, and sometimes they even just like throw them away. So I literally just stole like a roll of Merry Christmas stickers, and I think I gave it to my roommates. You don't sell that shit. Oh my god, what happened? What did you do? Holy fuck. I have never seen bread like that in my entire life. Holy fuck, what did you do? I'm experienced enough with Jimmy John's bread baking that like usually I can look at a thing of bread and like tell what went wrong and where, but like I cannot. I've never seen anything like that. They're pupating. No, they don't need them. So the breads come like in sticks already. So literally the only thing you do is you have like frozen, like you can like bash them against something and they're like totally solid. You have to put them in the thawing fridge. You wait till they thaw. You kind of then they become stretchy and they like proof a teensy bit, and then you can like stretch them out to the right length, like across, because they're probably about like just over half the length of this when they're frozen, and you have to stretch them out all the way and make sure they touch both ends, and then you proof them and then you bake them and then they turn out normal. The seams here make sense because definitely you'll get bread sometimes where like, I guess they didn't thaw properly. That's the only thing I can think of. Because sometimes you'll get sticks that have these weird, like, kind of crevices here. But usually if you, like, thaw them and proof them properly, they just go away because it just kind of melts together. Some nice bread art. Yeah, exactly. It's designed to be pretty hard to fuck up unless you, like, get the numbers wrong or if your oven is not the right temperature. The way my district manager put it is you have to move the bread as little as possible while stretching them to proof and bake. Yeah. It's probably them trying to overcorrect and they just fucked up. Yeah, that would make the most sense. Those are cute. I love all these people like trying to sell the leftover Jimmy mustard. That's good. Love that. Rate my bread. Oh no. Oh, they left it open. Ooh. Oh, that's so sad. What is that? What are these down there? Hold on, what happened there? Oh, that's the wheat. Oh my god, that's the wheat. Oh, those are wheats. They're awakening. Holy fuck, that's funny. Yeah, who put turkey in here also? Like, you're not supposed to put turkey in the word that I don't want to say on stream. By the way, like, in case you're like, how dare you? That is literally what it's called. Like, I don't make the rules. I don't want to say it out loud on stream, but you know, that is literally what they call it. It's undergoing metamorphosis. I mean, you can get Jimmy John's before Alkenstar. We got like what, an hour? Yeah, we got an hour. That's a happy tomato. Those are good wheats. There's a lot of rate my breads here. Kicking ranch at home. What are you fucking... Oh, that's a lot, dude. I guess it makes sense. Happened a while ago. Slim bacon. Wait, what? What's weird about this? Why is that weird? Weird that someone would order something we sell. Yeah, it's on the menu. Yeah, there's a slim bacon. How do they not know? I guess they didn't know that slim bacon. Ah, fuck. Back at the top. Just scroll all the way back down. It is making me a bit... I mean, that's kind of why I'm doing this stream, is I am like a teensy bit nostalgic for this phase of my life. And again, the only reason I'm like, ooh, now that's some tech right there. I'd try that. That seems fun. That's a pretty rough wrap. This could be better, but you know. Aw, it's a baby. Yeah, I just like going to thrift stores. See, there's a lot of things that I'm like, under like a hypothetical scenario where I were to go back to customer service, I just wouldn't want to work customer service in some places. Like, oh man, he do be right. These do look like some tasty cleaning supplies, but you got to resist. Oh, these fuckers! I saw these at a Jimmy John's and I tried them and they were good. They introduced these like really recently. How much for a bag? Are you selling them? Were they like limited time? I have an unopened bag of pickle chips. How much would somebody pay for the bag? The hell are you scalping for? Jesus. What? They didn't perform well. Oh, they didn't perform well. Oh, wow, that's so sad. I only saw them like once at a Jimmy John's and they stopped selling them. That's sad. I like those. I mean, but yeah, there's also probably like other dill chips that people have. Had a location ordered by a phone for us for years, a million name entries, and one was them just Greb. Great. Love Greb. No cum? No cum? This is no cucumber, but that's a very funny way to write it. Oh, yeah. See, this is what I was talking about. Like, you'll get people who order shit like this. These are 2 sandwiches. This whole thing is 2 sandwiches. Look at this. Okay, no mayo, extra tomato, easy cucumbers, add hot peppers, add onions, extra lettuce, extra parmesan, add sauce for you. Add veto. Wait. You dumb motherfucker. This is a 5 with cheese and this is a 5 with extra cheese and avocado, which would cost $2. You're paying $2.39 to add veto to this. You posted a hell order receipt in Chesscord. Hang on, I want to see that. Oh yeah. That's a classic. That's a classic hell receipt. It's like fucking extra everything. They just look at that. They look at all the options available to them and they're like, yeah, extra everything, please. But yeah, this one's just crazy. Like fucking. Okay, Beach Club TBO, easy mayo, extra tomato, no cucumbers, extra pickles, extra hots, no love. Red pepper flakes and Parmesan cheese. These are new things because these were part of like when I worked there, these were part of like the limited time orders and you were expressly told you can't add them to other things. They have to go with just the limited time things, which was stupid. And I broke that rule every so often because I liked having Parmesan on stuff, but I guess they changed their mind. Add Jimmy mustard, add bacon. A beach club with bacon is common, but this is just crazy. Just crazy. That dude's order was a regular order. Yeah, I would hate to fucking see that ticket print out every day. Just like, oh God, this fucker again. This fucker and his extra everything sandwich. Ooh, that's a good wheat wrap. Damn. Rate my bread, rate my bread. Bread ball. Let's have it. I know this person is just asking for like a rating of their bread, but I just love posting a loaf of bread saying, let's have it. Oh God, that's bad. I do love all these people that are like fucking dunking on their GM by like, hey, rate my general manager's bread. I can't someone keep ordering a gargantua and taking off all the meat except for roast beef and adding extra roast beef. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, like at that point I would call that person and be like, do you know that what you're ordering is a number 10, a different thing on our menu? Now you will save money if you order a number 10 and take off the cheese next time. Like that's all you have to do. I did that every so often and usually it was like, oh, okay, you know. But like sometimes people, they cannot be reached and they will not compromise in ordering the wrong thing every time. It's crazy. It's bulging. the longest John. Well, that's like about a regular. I wonder if they got a loaf of bread that long though, or they probably like put multiple sandwiches in there. Yeah, can I have a sandwich with nothing, please? Thank you. Thank you. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This motherfucker is ordering a turkey and bacon sandwich, putting easy turkey and no bacon. Brother. Brother. What does this have on it? This is a wheat sandwich with tomato, cucumber, lettuce, and oil and vinegar. Which honestly, I've had people order those kinds of sandwiches. They'll order like a super vegan sandwich. They'll order like a veggie wheat, and then they add like every topping, but then they take off the cheese. That kind of makes sense to me, because then it's like, okay, you don't want any cheese, but you're just like taking like a bunch of veggies in wheat bread, which is like, you're paying way too much for this, but like that's at least like intelligible. This is nothing. This is foolish. This is a Pop-Tart. What is that? I think that's just like a flattened bread. I can't even process what that is. You do love to see a $10 tip on a $15 order. That's good. Love those. I've gotten those a number of times. Ooh, sad. Someone forgot about them. Hate to see it. Ooh, didn't separate your breads. Didn't separate your breads, bro. They're stuck together. Hate to see it. Rate my order. This is like a customer just coming in here. What? 645 million inches of sandwich eaten. Awesome. It's pretty dire. Oh, I've seen these before. These are crazy. Motherfuckers adding fucking tuna to a gargantuan. Those guys are I could never do that, but I respect it. I respect like ordering a sandwich with every single meat. Like we're talking like turkey, ham, roast beef, salami, capicola, provolone cheese, and then adding tuna salad on it. That is a slop sandwich. Also, no onion, no lettuce, no sauce, which means that's just like oregano, tomato, and meats. It is the chicken of the sea. Can we get that thing fresh from the sea? Oh, how delightful. Oh, this thing fucking sucks to clean. I hate this shit. Been using a straw for crumbs and stuff. Use paper towel for water backups. Yeah, cleaning that shit's a fucking hassle. Also, one of the actual like nauseating parts of working at a Jimmy John's is the cold table. All the meat juice and wonderful, delightful smells fall down this tube, and then they end up in a drip pan at the bottom of the cold table, and you have to empty that out every night. If you don't empty that out every night, you're fucked. Even if under optimal conditions, you have to slide out this like, just imagine like a normal oven-sized tray full of the best smelling water you can imagine with like little chunks of meat in it. That's the free smells, exactly. And then you have to carefully, because you're holding like a tray. It's not like a bowl. It's a tray full of water that you have to walk over to the sink and dump it out. It's like, imagine like hot dog water was like way worse and had been cooling all day. That you have to do that every night at close, and then you also have to clean out these things every once in a while. I'm leaving fast track. I don't even know what that is. Those are decent breads. What the fuck? Holy shit. Wait, what? Oh no, that's from Cisco. The chunk. This happens a lot, and this is one of those things that like you can't really deal with it. You just have to tell them you fucked up and send it back. Like if you get an order from Cisco, this is like, these are supposed to be a bunch of like little sticks of bread, but they thawed, stuck together, and then got refrozen and then shipped off to you. And it's like, okay, cool. I didn't need a Minecraft block of bread. Thank you. Whoa. What the fuck? That's not wheat. What is this? It's like garlic herb bread? I've never seen that. Oh. I guess someone was... Oh, I see what they were doing. They're like wrapping French bread and like sprinkling them. That's fun. That's cute. Rate my bread. Pretty bad, dude. It's pretty bad. Is that... What is this on it? Is that ice? How... Is that other bread shavings? What is going on there? It's very sad. Ah, delightful. My magic eraser Brillo pad sandwich. Good wheat. Tree. Awesome. Love it. That's good looking wheat. It's good looking. It's good looking. Oh. Oh, you hate to see that. I don't know what's going on there. Huh? What did you put? Did they put this on the what? Okay, whatever. I have had to do this before, and it sucks. And I think my walk-in at that store was smaller than this one. Not ideal. Ha ha ha. Funny. So funny. That's a nice doodle. This is good. So homeboy ordered homeboy ordered one brownie a day in advance. Like not even like a fresh made brownie, just like a pre-packaged bag brownie. Ordered it. Pickup. I will be there on December 16th at 4 p.m. to pick up my brownie in a packet. It better be waiting for me. This is normal. This is a normal catering situation. You'll have really big catering orders. You're usually doing this the day before, but you have every single one of these has a sandwich, a chip, a pickle, slice, and a cookie in it. So you need to pack every single one of these. Oh, you also have to label every single one of these. That's important too. It was kind of relaxing sometimes because like if I were getting like really big orders and this showed up, it would just be like I would be absolved of other duties, and it's like, okay, your job is to handle this for like the next hour or two, and it's like, okay, I'll deal with that. Love him. They've made a bread homunculus, and they gave him a diaper too. That's so cute. He's a baby. That's pretty good. It's a good ticket. This motherfucker, what did he do? No mayo, add ranch. Yeah, it's just ordering everything. Common. What is this? Oh, that's the ice machine. Ooh. I can't even tell like what angle he took this at. Either way, that's not good. Not what you want to see. Oh, this looks like a bag of Coke exploded. Yep. That's probably Coke syrup. Ah, yeah, there it is. Maybe it's Dr. Pepper? I can't tell from there. This is either Coke or Dr. Pepper. Sad. Hate to see it. I remember being a dishwasher with no food service training and my manager putting me in the kitchen to cook meat and label the catering meals. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, the ice machine is one thing that like doesn't get cleaned like ever, really. Like it's not on like most Jimmy John's will have like a weekly cleaning list. Like there's things that got cleaned every day, there's things that got cleaned every week. And then occasionally there's like okay, once every couple of months we should probably do X, Y, and Z. But those are not really written down. And one of those things should be the ice machine, and no one ever fucking does it, which is scary. Although oftentimes if you're in a situation where like someone is like looking, like if someone is like has a step ladder and they're dumping the ice in, you should be able to see if it's fucked up and gross, but usually people don't. Whoa! Now that's quite the order. That'll be $178,000, please. Yeah, it's just water. It's easy. Just a normal disagreement between Jimmy John's employees. Oh my God. Oh, that's egregious. This is putting. Can you make my? Also, Little John's, I hate these shits. So this adds into my anger about the Frenchies. So I mentioned before that there's like these really, really thin loaves of bread that like they're the same French bread ones, but they've been stretched out. Instead of like 16 inches, they're stretched out to like a little longer than 16 inches. And they're super thin. And the reason they made those was because you cut one of them in half and then you put the meats in sideways, and they're this little thing called a Frenchie, and they're nice and they're good to eat. They removed the Frenchie for whatever reason, but they kept the really long things of bread, and what they turned them into is Little John's, which are half portioned sandwiches. So you're getting like a 5-inch sandwich with half the portions of a normal sandwich, and you're paying $5 for it. It's like fucking crazy. The only reason you'd want one of these is if you have a child with you. That is the only sensible reason to make or have a Little John, which is fine because, you know, kids like them. They're good. They're literally advertised as like good for kids. But also like, man, you fucking putting side of everything on this. This is a bullshit maneuver. Giant 4, add salami, no turkey, add bacon. Homeboy, this is wrong. You get a BLT, add salami. That's easy every time. See, that's what I'm talking about. Earlier, if you missed the first segment of the stream where I actually played the game, I want a game where like you actually have to know the Jimmy John's POS and like do this problem solving stuff. This is if you see this and you're like, all right, how do I ring this up or how do I correct them on this? Is probably a online delivery order and there's nothing you can do about this because they're an idiot. But like if someone asks for this in shop, what you say is like, okay, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to ring you up for a long BLT and I'm going to add salami because you have ordered a turkey tom, no turkey. I hope you understand what that means. You've ordered a tom. Oh, this is classic. Getting a web delivery like as soon as you close and not tipping. Oh, that's a classic. Don't miss that. Ooh, sad. Hate to see that. What is that, 3 pounds? What the fuck? How did you make a sandwich that big? What? Are these poker chips? Regular gargantuan combo. Yeah. Oh god, extra everything. Brother, this is you have paid $30 for an 8-inch sandwich that you cannot close, that you can't do anything with it. Like just imagine like an 8-inch French bread sandwich shoved with extra everything, like double the normal portion of that. Like you cannot close this. This is inedible. You have to eat this with a knife and a fork. This is a feast. I've actually seen one of these before and like you can't close it. You can't even like do anything with it. It's like, all right, here you go, asshole. You paid $30 for this. Homeboy ordered 4. Great. Love it. B is drunk. What's he doing there? Don't let him sit on that. Oh, 15 minutes till close. Ordering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 gargantuans. What a champ. What a champ. Love that. Love that. It's these motherfuckers. It's these motherfuckers ordering our gargantuan and then they have like their extremely specific list of toppings. It's crazy, dude. They could just go to a grocery store. I mean, all that they're paying for is like the service of having some poor hapless stoner do it for you. New hire Dud Wheatbread Luke said this. His old store used to do this way in Colorado. Yeah, I've seen this before. It would take too long to explain what's going on here, but it makes sense. Ooh, that's a pizza. Pizza. People don't have respect for the structural integrity of a sandwich. Like this. It's just like, it's more of this. Oh, Jesus, dude. Awesome. Love that. Why are so many people making like these like box homunculuses? I love them. No cap, no cheese. You have ordered a Slim 5. This is a Slim 5 with Jimmy mustard. That's fucking awesome. I guess the thing with Slims is that you can't, but you still could have ordered a 5. The thing with Slims is you can't have toppings on Slims unless they're things you pay for. But this is, oh man, that's funny. I guess, I mean, the Jimmy John's menu, to be fair, is like kind of overly complicated, but like this is a special class of like not paying attention to what you're doing. This is someone ordering online, or clicking on the sandwich. Okay, it comes with this. What do you want to add or remove? And they go, I want to remove all of this, and I'd like to add mustard to it. And then at the end, they don't look at the price and be like, could I do something about this? Could I do something about paying $10 for this is a salami and mustard on a piece of bread. I'm paying almost $10 for salami and mustard on a piece of bread. Can I do something about this? And they never consider it. They just order. And ham. You're right. Sorry. And ham. What's weird about this? Yep, another one of those. Everyone's just posting all these like fucking people who don't know how to order. Jimmy John's. What about it? Your order is at the front door. Oh, sorry. There's some dumb motherfuckers. People will just order and be like, what? Oh yeah, I ordered food. Oh right. Those are good ones. It's him. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the best. This shit would happen all the time. You like someone would put like an address in wrong, and then there's like a mapping system, so it actually like shows like here's where you are, here's where the thing is. But then if you someone will put an order in wrong, and like it'll show an entire map of the continental United States, and it would be like someone in Maine has ordered a sandwich, so it'd be like pin in Southern California, pin in Maine, and it's like I don't think we're gonna get over there in time. I don't want to see that. That's probably someone fighting. Oh, that guy is wearing this is my favorite Jimmy John's shirt. It's like a baseball tee. They had a lot of different shirts that were like legal for wearing, but like the Jimmy John's this red and gray baseball tee was like my favorite shirt to wear. The street address wouldn't even be wrong. Sometimes it would just show a similar street address in a completely different state. Yeah, it would like usually the routing system worked properly, but the times it didn't was really funny. So like I would get an order like that and I would know where to go, but then I'd hit the routing thing and it would be like, all right, you're going to Connecticut, and I'd be like, all right, be back soon. Very funny. Oh, and this is showing projections and stuff. That is a pretty slow day. From November, huh? That is a pretty... It's a Saturday. I guess that makes sense. That's about what you'd expect for a Saturday, I suppose. Like a very slow store. Oh, that ain't good. Hate to see that. See, this is the sort of thing that gives me like work anxiety. Is just like seeing, like, if I were in this situation, I'd be like, fuck, I guess we're not baking bread today. You need to have someone, because the thing is, like, the customers are not going to wait for you to figure it out. You show up at like 5 a.m. This happens. You have to call your manager, area manager, who isn't even up, and then get someone to come in and fix this. Bad stuff. Selling JJ gear. I love all these people hawking bullshit on the Jimmy John's subreddit, which is primarily used by like 99% other employees of Jimmy John's who could probably just get these themselves. Very funny. Ooh, that looks fun. They took away the cucumbers button. You can't add them. Actually, I think that happened to me once. I remember this. Just like some weird glitch in the system or like some update and like the cucumber button just like vanished. I actually distinctly remember that happening. This is the 2-part sign that says your mom wants you to eat Jimmy John's, but it's really funny when one half of it goes out. Super good. What the fuck? Pesto, oh yeah, they have salads now, so you can, awesome. So you just rung up a bunch of salads for free. Great. Nope, none of that. This is how you fold a catering box. Yep. A subgradient. Ah, delightful. Ooh. Sad. Uh-oh. I'm afraid to look at this one. Ooh. I don't know what's going on there, and I don't want to know. Yeah! Yeah, you love this. These ones suck because, like, these come in, like, a day in advance. And you already know that there's no tip. So, like, you see this, and you know, I'm working tomorrow. I'm a delivery person. You see this order and know that there's no tip, and you just gotta, like, hope to God, like, I hope to God I am not the person who's taking this order. Or, ideally, and this does happen sometimes, they tip in cash. But usually if it's an order like this, they're not tipping that much in cash. So it's like, you know. But sometimes it's good. Like, I've had predicaments like this where I took, like, a $300-something order, and then they gave me, like, $60 in cash, and it's like, hey, fuck yeah, I'll take it. How much longer do I want to go? It's been a good 2.5 hour stream of talking exclusively about Jimmy John's. This is not what I was expecting the stream to turn into, but I'm happy that so many people are enjoying this. This is unfortunately true. Ideally less gross looking, but my car did look like this for quite a while. Ugh. Oh, this is a whole Little John loaf with sandwich in it. That's good. I'm so interested that there's like all these stores that are like, at the stores I worked at, like we wouldn't have been able to like get away with making shit like this. I'm happy they are because it's funny, but like, I don't know. It would have had to have been like when no managers are there. What's... Oh, did it... Wait, what? Oh, they're just saying the 25-cent tip. Of course. Yeah. Help Pepper Mystery. Howard the Duck delay do not make. Thank you, Onion Bubs. Is this Delivery Boy PTSD stream? Kind of, at the moment. It was a Jimmy John's POS quiz at first, and then it very quickly turned into looking at the Jimmy John's subreddit. This is the red velvet cookie that someone was talking about. They served these for a hot minute. It was like a limited time thing, and I think they just haven't served them since then. Maybe they have. No, this is a 2024 expiration date, so they must have started serving them again at some point. I don't know if I ever had one. I don't think I did. the wizard's staff. I love those. I've seen a few of those. A wizard's stave. Oh, they're doing pre-sliced cheese. I heard about that. I heard about that through the grapevine. Like him. Oh, he's got a little Roblox face. That's funny. Help. Help. Ooh. Ooh, I've seen these. Yeah, like a $5,000 order. I've seen these before. That is a lot, though. That's what? 200, 250, 260, 275. So almost 300 sandwiches. You win!
Welcome to Victory Lane. You made it.
Congratulations, Jeffrey. Congratulations, Jeffrey. See, I think if I were to get a neon sign, I'd want the free smells one, but I'd also want this one. I miss JJ. Oh, I really want these dill. I'm so sad that I pretty much just learned about these and that they're gone already. Tell me you work at Jimmy John's without telling me you work here. I don't know what this is supposed to mean, actually. Is it like from your glove? Yep, classic. Love that. Ah, yes, of course. A 5 veto, French bread, no potatoes, add pickles, add hot peppers, no onion, no lettuce, no sauce, no oregano, add Jimmy mustard, no veto, no cap, no cheese. No veto and no cap, redundant. This is French bread with pickles, hot peppers, mustard. And that's it. Love it. Can I have a veto, no veto, please? What's this one? Oh, it's got the Aronica face on it. Classic. Oh, he's got a little hand. He's got a hand for holding his breads. I guess this must have been a trend. Everyone's making these like little box robots. For a pickup. See, this is one of those instances where it's like, I think we gotta call the customer and ask them, hey, did you press 0 2 times by accident? Did you think you were typing 5.00 instead you typed 500? Ah, classic. The 1 cent tip. Oh, I've seen these. Apparently, I've never had to fucking deal with this. Apparently, this is what the older PIC systems looked like. Oh, boy. This shit would suck. Chess? Slim lunchbox, cashier number, cut in half, regular chips, extra easy, no. I'd assume that you have like a screen to see the result on. Tax delete, no sale, gift card sold, gift time, insert, redeem. Copy of receipt. End of shift. Oh my god, you have to like do fucking clocking out on this? Oh my god. Oh, this is miserable. I'm so glad I never had to fucking deal with that, dude. Damn. New car? Where did it say new car? New car! Pay car! Fuck yeah. No, I do want one of them. I want a new car. Ooh, sad. I've never had to do this many things, but I've had to move stuff from store to store because of broken freezers. That's a lot of catering. Can't remember the last time I've had to take that many catering orders. This is the sanitizer sink. Whenever you clean stuff at night, it's like a 3-sink system. I mean, if you've ever been a dishwasher, then you probably have something like this. But like, there's a middle sink that drains. There's one sink you put soapy water into, and then another where you put sanitizer. So you have to like take the stuff, spray it, rinse it off, put it in the soap, let it soap, take it out, spray it out, leave it in here for at least 30 seconds, take it out, let it air dry. Classic. Ooh, that's pretty bad. This thing is like $6,000. Uh-oh. Ooh, rough. I mean, I guess that is a little weird, but, you know. A lot of interesting sandwiches. Okay, I actually think I'm going to call it soon. I have to get ready. I am running a Pathfinder game in like 20 minutes. One of my players was here in chat earlier. Ugh. And I need to probably scrounge up a little bit of food before I do that. Thank you all for coming to my wonderful stream that ended up being looking at Reddit for like an hour. Can I do other stream about fast food restaurants? No, because I only have intimate knowledge of one fast food restaurant. Sorry. If I'd worked at another one, I would totally do one. But sadly, I have not. Anyway. I'm glad people enjoyed this as much as they did. I kind of did this just because I really wanted to do that quiz. I'm really just like racking my brain thinking about making like a Jimmy John's POS game and like just throwing like really weird questions at people. Oh, that'd be so fun. Yes, thank you, Pepperonis. I'm glad to corroborate with a fellow ex-JJ employee. Horror element? I mean, you could, but like, you don't need one. I think there's other angles you could take a game like that aren't expressly horror, you know? I could probably, if I were more comfortable, I haven't used Game Maker in a dog's age. If I were still using Game Maker all the time, I could probably make one of those, but I would have to buy Game Maker 2 and relearn how to do stuff in GML. Or probably do it in, like, Godot or something like that. I just need to play with game dev stuff. I've been working on my RPG Maker game for so long that this has been clogging up my system, and I haven't worked on other game dev stuff. Birthday is taking up most of my brain power. Actually, it hasn't been taking up a lot of my brain power. I've had, like, a good couple months stretch of just not really working on my game at all, which is fine. I'm not under any pressure to make it, so I'm just, letting it coast. It's been like years already. It's just on and off. Work on it a little bit, let it go for a while. Work on it a little bit. Game Maker 2 is free for non-commercial stuff. That's good to know. I used Game Maker 1 back in college a lot for like various game dev projects. I used to know a little bit of GML. I've forgotten all of it, but I could relearn it again. The horror element is knowing you need to do it to live. Yeah, exactly. That's what, like, Papers, Please is a horror game if you consider it in that respect. Either way, I just have to... I'm going to be thinking about that for a while. I mean, you don't even make tips as an in-shop worker, at least not in the stores I worked at. Some corporate stores may actually do that, but you don't make tips as an in-shop worker. You only make tips as a driver. It's tip share now? What the fuck? Really? I guess that makes sense. For like online orders? Oh, I mean, that's good. Back when I worked there just like wasn't an option to tip for like a pickup order or anything like that. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I'll stream. So I had the game that I was actually thinking about streaming today that I ended up not streaming. Thank you. I like my scene too. I want to maybe add more guys to this eventually. I was going to play Jusant, and I want to play that again soon. It's a little journey-like climbing game. And I'll do that eventually because I actually do want to stream that. It's not, I think like something I like almost never do is like play a game for myself the first time on a stream. Usually when I'm streaming a game, it's something I've already played before or something I'm like familiar with, but I'm doing something new with it, you know? But I kind of want to try it on stream, see how it is. So I'll do that, I don't know, maybe in the next week? I don't know. I'm working this weekend, so unless I feel like particularly stream worthy after work someday, I probably won't stream for at least a week or so. We'll see. I don't know. At Jimmy John's? No. I would not have done this stream if I still worked at Jimmy John's. I expressly did this stream and talked about this stuff very candidly because I am not planning to ever work at a Jimmy John's ever again. Anyway. So we'll see. Hopefully see you guys again soon. Thanks again for coming. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Monday night. I will have fun pathfinding. Bye!